In America, a unique solution is emerging. A new form of family life.
Look at those big pretty eyes.
Yep, you're family now.
Isn't that just adorable? Doesn't it make you want to have one? It has been common that in many countries all over the world, many people want to have animals as a pets. But those animals are exotic pets. Millions of wild animals, including reptiles, large felines, non-human primates, and others are kept in possession in the United States, said by bornfreeusa.org. Now, through this speech, you will learn what an exotic pet is, the process of having an exotic pet, and the pros and cons to having an exotic pet. First, I will share with you what exactly an exotic pet is. Then, I will go through with you the process of getting and having an exotic pet. At last, I will give you the good and the bad of having an exotic pet. To start this off, what is an exotic pet? An exotic pet is a non-normal pet that you'll have in your household. It can be from a small to a large animal. Giving examples would be from a tarantula that we see sold on pet stores and all. But there's really rare ones like large cats, tigers, lions, and all. But there's a type of cats that don't have to be that big. There's a serval cat, which is not our typical household cats, but it's larger than that. And there's also the bearded dragon, for which probably one of you may have one here. And it is really common sold in Petco, PetSmart, and all these pet stores, which are exotic animals, but they are legally here. Now that you have a concept of what an exotic pet is, I will tell you the background of it. In the United States, there are about 15,000 exotic pets being owned. That is a lot. On April 2014, National Geographic magazine released that the amount of exotic pets are 32 being reptiles, 90% are big cats, as in lions, tigers, and how I said, 16% of them are primates. Now that we learn what an exotic pet is, we will now learn of how we can get an exotic pet. People can't just assume that having an exotic pet will be hard or it will be easy. It's either hard or good easy, but we have to do it the right way. In America, National Pet Owners Survey said about 60% of a household has a pet, as a dog, a cat, or simply a fish. But there's those who want to go further than that, which a dog and a pet isn't enough. So one of you might relate. You guys want an exotic animal. You guys want a monkey that you just saw. In the process of getting an exotic animal, you have to go through 3 legislations, which is local, state, and federal. Those who I've got from AmericanBar.org, local legislation would be you go to Los Angeles, you go to the Los Angeles legislation to ask for permission or a permit to have an exotic pet. After you get the permit from Los Angeles, you go to the state one, which is of course California. After that, we go to the federal legislation, which would be the U.S. Department of the type of animal you get. And throughout that process, if you get permits of all 3 legislations, you will now go to an act of the safety for not only the pet or the exotic pet, but also you guys, which would be the Endangered Species Act or a Wildlife Safety Act. After explaining how to get an exotic pet and the owning of an exotic pet, I will now inform the pros and cons to it. So let's go on to this side. While we saw owning a pet may seem really cool, and in owning an exotic pet would be just adorable, well, there is some negative on it. As we know, the ones that have pets, they're very expensive. Make a visit to the veterinarian, hundreds of dollars come out of your pocket. Now imagine an exotic pet. Not only is it expensive to find a veterinarian that is cheap, but for an exotic pet, it just makes it that much harder. Also, having an exotic pet would go into the maintenance of it, how to take care of it, and not only that, the environment. Because they're not the same, oh, keep them in the house or keep them in the backyard. They need something different, that's different food, and it just makes it that much harder to have an exotic pet. For those who can't, obviously, have one, that will be a very big con to it. So, let's go on the bright side. Still talking on the negative side, according to the New York Times, exotic pets experience panic and terror. That means if they don't have the right sense that they do on their natural habitat, and they'll probably escape, and from that escaping, it'll get all of us endangered, and of course the animal itself. If it's been seen out in the loose, the police kill them, which is really sad. Also, when that happens, when they go crazy, for example, monkeys are like, or chimpanzees to be specific, are the number one that will damage you. They can get you really deformed, especially from the face when they attack you. Now, let's go on the bright side. Exotic pets can bring a very diversity of animals. You can get every little thing that you want. Like, it's amazing how much of different animals it can be and that you can get, because pets and dogs can be annoying. But also, like this couple right here, they weren't able to get a baby, so therefore they got a monkey baby, which makes it that much opportunity for others to have kids and bring a family. Also, having an exotic pet can bring happiness to a lot of people. It is joy to people's heart. Some animal lovers that will love it, and it's just company that you'll have by your side. Now that you heard this speech, I guess it's time to conclude. Throughout this speech, you should know exactly what an exotic pet is. Also, you should know the process of getting an exotic pet for those who I'm looking for. Also, you now know the bad and the good of things that is to have an exotic pet. First, I talked to you on what an exotic pet is and the examples of it. Then I gave you the process of how to get an exotic pet. And at last, I showed you the pros and cons. So now, will you guys get an exotic pet? Thank you.